I just been catching up with all the recent topics and recent news what's going on, and don't worry, don't fret, my people. The series for my Harus Don't Appear on the Stamp is still ongoing. I was out for a few hours recovering from yesterday, because I came down with a little illness and stuff like that, upset stomach, vomiting all over the place, and I wasn't really even feeling right, so there was no sense for me to go to my place of business, so I had to take some time off for elder. I talked to my mom and stuff like that. She just told me just relax, recover, watch what you eat and stuff like that. So I popped in a couple of little Alka-Seltzer, but most important, that which kind of sped up. But now I kind of refortified that by drinking like a cap full of organic apple cider vinegar, followed with some water and stuff like that. That kind of helped get rid of it. So to a lot of my subs and stuff like that, once again I apologize, because the soldier, you can't fight this war against white supremacy and Caucasian terrorism and racism being ill. I mean, like, shoot, hell, if I'm at my best, I could probably beat their asses with one leg, no doubt. But now, let's get this thing going on. One of the things that's definitely got my attention, and shout out to Taurian Rain, shout out to the Radical Home Goddess, because see, I said, I'm put this on. This is going on my main channel, my backup channel. I may do a story related to that and put it on my backup channel too. I'm gonna put the link up for that if I get a chance. One of the big topics that's been going on, it got my attention, is the ongoing thing in Charlottesville, Virginia. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Charlottesville? I meant Clansville, Virginia. Whereas, as you can see in the picture here, you got the white nationalist so-called group, the alt-lice, alt-right, alt-wrong, alt-lice, the ticks, surround, because Charlottesville, Virginia has voted to go ahead to remove the statue of their biggest and their biggest so-called fan, which is the statue of General Robert E. Lee. Yes, that's the same general that the Dukes of Hazzard named a orange car after. The orange car with the Confederate flag fit on top. We all grew up watching it. Watching the Dukes of Hazzard. I like Bo, I like Luke, I like Uncle Jesse and Daisy. Hey, Daisy was fine as hell. Shit. But nonetheless, because they had to, in New Orleans and everywhere else, they've been removing these statues left and right. But I wish I had a bird's eye view picture of them surrounding the statue. You see what I'm talking about. But this right here, is led by none other. Then you see Richard Spencer, which is him, and the alt-right, and a lot of these. You got a few other white nationalist groups that's also there, coming through there as well. Particularly these guys. The Ku Klux Klans. They already descended there at Charlottesville, Virginia. Now I had just got word they all left, because it's a whole lot of them there, and we're gonna try to go ahead and find some more. But let me go ahead and get into this right now. That's not it. And because here's like a couple of videos, violence did break out, and see, it's mostly like white people. That's what I'm seeing. Violence did break out, and it's just mostly white people. I mean, you probably see a little sprinkle of pepper there every night, even there and stuff, but that's basically about it. I don't know what's going on with this stupid thing. Let me see if I can try yeah, shit just got real out there. Now they just had an incident out there where you gonna see it right here, because that's the biggest thing. There's that car.
Go!
This is in Charlottesville, Virginia right now. Look at that car. Dang. You see some people on their phones already. People don't know what the fuck going on. Or whatever like that. What you think going on? And here's the word. Hold on, let me just stop this for a second, because here we got the orangutan himself. He's speaking on it pretty shortly though, but you know. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, but let me just get on to the story right there. This is coming from out of NBC News. I would have went to Al Jazeera, but I found this real interesting too on the website. They gave this racist bitch her own site. Just thought to let y'all know. Anyway, the Charlottesville white nationalist rally prompt state of emergency now. It's under a state of emergency. I'm gonna just read a little bit right here. May read the whole thing. White, let me see. Let me just check something real quick, because the videos themselves can easily do it like that. But I'm really interested to see what Donald Trump. But I'm gonna read a little bit of it, but I'm gonna leave the rest of it in the description. Where you seem like they were white nationalists and counter protesters clashed violently, which is today, Saturday. And as you saw the video, a car plowed into a group described as anti-racist demonstrators, which it was. It killed one person, injuring 19 others. Yeah, judging by the front end of that Charger, you can see why. Authorities and witnesses said. Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe declared a state of emergency after unrest in the Virginia city of more than 43,000. You know, as you can see, the 45 was going to give a speech. I might just play that. But you know what? Let's just play that right now. Let me just play that right now. Let's get it out the way. Fuck it. Because I want to hear what he has to say.
My sweetheart's gone, sayonara.
After this
scarf,
15
all
second
that's
bullshit.
left to remember.
What? She watched this like a month ago!
The long-lasting scent of game, now available in matching scents across your entire laundry routine.
White people.
We condemn in the strongest possible terms this egregious display of hatred, bigotry, and violence on many sides. On many sides. It's been going on for a long time in our country. Not Donald Trump, not Barack Obama. It's been going on for a long time. It has no place in America. What is vital now is a swift restoration of law and order and the protection of innocent lives. No citizen should ever fear for their safety and security in our society, and no child should ever be afraid to go outside and play or be with their parents and have a good time. I just got off the phone with the governor of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe, and we agreed that the hate and the division must stop, and must stop right now. We have to come together as Americans with love for our nation and true affection, really, and I say this so strongly, true affection for each other. Above all else, we must remember this truth. No matter our color, creed, religion, or political party, we are all Americans first. We love our country, we love our God, we love our flag, we're proud of our country, we're proud of who we are. So we want to get the situation straightened out in Charlottesville, and we want to study it. And we want to see what we're doing wrong as a country where things like this can happen. My administration is restoring the sacred bonds of loyalty between this nation and its citizens. But our citizens must also restore the bonds of trust and loyalty between one another. But our citizens must also restore the bonds of trust and loyalty between the nation and its citizens. But our citizens...
Stop. You see that? Although I know this is a bunch of caca from 45, but you see this right here? Look at that hand signal. Look at it, because you know he does that a lot. Hold on one second. I'm gonna put it back up again.
Citizens. But our citizens must also restore the bonds of trust and loyalty between one another. But our citizens must also restore the bonds of trust and loyalty between one of loyalty between this nation and its citizens. But our citizens must also restore the...
God damn, I hate this thing. All right. See that? We seen that symbol before. Where you curling your index finger with your thumb and leave 3 fingers up, which he was about to do. I don't know whether he did it, but I just happened to catch that. You know, Trump was giving a sign to them. That's what white nationalists code they throw up, you know, to communicate with each other. I'm saying, just giving y'all a heads up on what's up.
Must also restore the bonds of trust and loyalty between one another. We must love each other, respect each other, and cherish our history and our future together. So important. We have to respect each other. Ideally, we have to love each other.
Okay, that was 45. Speaking on regards to that, now he was saying respect and love each other. He wasn't talking to us. Remember, this is the same man who, at the time, he took out a page in the article in the New York Post calling the Central Park 5 a bunch of dogs. They need to be shot and so on and so forth. 5 innocent black men who were accused of raping and murdering some white chick in Central Park, and they didn't even do that. It was a white guy that did it. Now those brothers did some time back then during the 90s, and now a lot of them, like in their 40s now, they, you know, DNA evidence exonerated them brothers, and Trump never apologized. So he's the last one to be getting out here to be talking about racial relations. It's just talk. See, he just doing that to just say that, but he was also sending out codes too to these white nationalist groups. But I just thought that was gonna be interesting. But yeah, but y'all saw it. Let me continue with some of it. Now, supporters gathered in Emancipation Park Saturday morning in anticipation of a noon rally held by the Unite the Right, which was the aim was to protest the removal of a statue honoring Confederate General Robert E. Lee. The park was formerly known as Lee Park. State police and members of the Virginia National Guard surround the park after McLuff declared a state of emergency in the city of Charlottesville, declared the alt-right protest was an unlawful assembly, effectively canceling the demonstration before its planned start time. Now, Charlottesville Police Department reported that as of midday, it made a single arrest and emergency medical personnel have responded to 8 injuries. Now, as y'all seen, like that car that plowed into the counter-protesters and all that, it killed 1, injuring 19. Well, here's the picture right there. The picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me just blow it up, if it'll let me. There's a picture's worth 1,000 words. You know, fortunately, you know, they blocked out the identities of the individuals. Thank goodness. You know, I mean, it ran over a brother. Oh man, it just, ooh, yeah, good. Whoever the cameraman that caught this, good job. Yeah, but too bad. I wish they would have got the license plate. They blocked. They distorted that too. But here's my thing. Most black people, y'all need to stay away from that shit. To be honest with you, it's really not our fight, you know. But I know you're always gonna have a few of us that's gonna be out there. Now, the CPD estimated between 2,000 and 6,000 people were expected to attend the Unite the Right rally, according to a local paper, The Daily Progress. The controversial event was seeking to unify the far right-wingers and affirm the right of Southerners and white people to organize for their interests. McLuff said he declared a state of emergency to allow a response to quell the violence. He said in his words, "It's not clear that public safety cannot be safeguarded without additional powers, and that the mostly out-of-state protesters have came to Virginia to endanger our citizens and property. I'm disgusted by the hatred, bigotry, and violence these protesters have brought to our state over the past 24 hours. Well, you just heard the head fool in chief right there, you know. And on top of that, you know, with Trump, when he said that, he's always throwing his arms out like, yeah, and you know, I say this all the time. You know, I can't do a Trump imitation. I'm going to get that down real good one day. You know, I can't do how Steve Covey. Let me try it. But you see, this is how, I can't do it. So I get it, because right now I'm still recovering. White nationalists, as well as apparent neo-Nazis, Ku Klux Klan members, they were met in opposition by clergy members and other groups. Were met in opposition by clergy members, other groups who stood in the line singing "This Little Light of Mine" to drown out the profanity and the slurs. You know, saying love has already won. We have already won, the counter protesters, which is pretty good, because I said, like, in my Haruz Don't Peel Understand, the video I did of Noble Drew Ali. You know, it's like what the prophet said. Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, you know, you can't combat hate with hate. You know what I'm saying, like that. You know, you got to learn to love instead of hate. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying don't be no damn fool and do the damn peace and love. You know, the Woodstock type shit. No. Let the motherfuckers curl up and beat up on you. Hell no. I always say protect yourself at all times by any and every means necessary. Straight up. But this is true right there. I don't know who the counter protesters responded early, but that's a good point. Just to point that out. But as the violence intensified with shoving and punching, demonstrators covered their mouths after tear gas was apparently released into the crowd. You know, I already predicted that, played it. 2 people were also treated for serious but non-life-threatening injuries near Emancipation Park. The city of Charlottesville tweeted as tensions flared back and forth, shouting and physical posturing A large group of counter-protesters wore black shirts and masks and carried shields, yelling to the white nationalists, "We have replaced you. Strong, united, interracial crew." Once the violence had mostly came to an end, President Donald Trump denounced the clashes via a tweet. That's all he does best. That called for all to be united in their condemnation of hate. You know what I'm saying? And I quote, "We all must be united and condemn all that hate stands for. There's no place for this kind of violence in America. Let's come together." Look here. Let me say something to DJT. The people that you got in your administration already does that. Starting with the Keebler Elf and head Grand Cyclops Jefferson Beauregard Sessions III. As your attorney general, look like the damn 70-something-year-old Elmer Fudd motherfucker. Shit. You know, and it starts with the law enforcement, which happens to be the enforcement arm of white supremacy, and also with the media, which happens to be the propaganda arm of it. You know, still the left wing, and still one left arm, one right arm. Either way, they're still attached to the same monster. The same ogre known as white supremacy. Doesn't matter. Now, the city and Albemarle County both issued a declaration of local emergency for the two jurisdictions to request the additional sources. McGliff said that his entire team will continue to monitor the situation and continue to coordinate with Virginia State Police, Virginia National Guard, Virginia Department of Emergency Management, as well as local and state officials. You know, it's a whole lot, but I'm gonna leave the link like in the description. But the point of the matter is, his video that Trump sent talking about it, that just kind of like he was talking to them in code, man. In case anybody hadn't picked that shit up, he was talking to them in code. And then I found this, which was real interesting too. This was from last month. You know, this is what they bring out and stuff. You know, I remember they did these same type of flyers similar to that down here in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, where they would Ku Klux Klan recruitment posters, recruiting people. But that was so stupid. I'm gonna do a story on that. You know, it was so stupid that when they did that, they didn't look. Whoever flew past was passing the flyers out. It was funny. I'm gonna just show you just how stupid the Klan is. But you know, but look at this though. Here's something for like this for all you black Christians and all this other stuff. Y'all be caught into their Bible. This is a Proverbs from them. It says, "Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set." That wasn't meant for them. Shit. Didn't they do the same thing with them blowing the nose off the Sphinx? And as far as Egyptian tombs and mounds that were found here in America? Shit. Because I say like this, if they remove the Robert E. Lee statue, like Torin Rain say, yeah, they gonna lose their shit. I up the ante on one on this, Taurine. I want to see them remove Mount Rushmore. Get rid of that. Let's see what really happens. Remove Mount Rushmore, or I call it Mount Hosmo. You know, but I wanted to talk about something similar to that. I'm gonna just show you just how idiotic and how stupid these lower life forms who call themselves white supremacists truly is. Hold on one second. This gonna kick you out, trip you out, you know. this is gonna trip you out, man. This was a while back, you know. And like I told y'all before, here in Florida, like we probably got more Ku Klux Klan chapters than anything else. This was back in 2013. This happened. You know, let me just read it right there. I'm gonna leave a link in the descriptions. But what happened was, I wish I had the video to this. That this Ku Klux Klan group, which was from North Carolina, they were trying to recruit members of New Smyrna Beach, you know, but the idiot who did it forgot that New Smyrna Beach is a predominantly black neighborhood. It's been that way for years. But they so stupid. But I'm gonna leave the link in the description for this one as well, just to go ahead and show you that. It was just funny, but the shit gonna start getting serious with this. You know, they removed this one, Robert E. Lee. That's gonna start getting serious. Because the thing about it, because see, we've all talked about it. We've all talked about like how, see, crackers are being marginalized. They're dying on a daily, and it's just not they're being phased out genetically. They're being phased out biologically. Plus, you know, with the opioid epidemic, white people is the new face of heroin right now. You know, but hold on one second. Give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. All right, sorry about that. Just had to deal with something. So y'all probably hear right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like I said though, you know, this whole thing, man, this shit here is starting to go get crazy. You know, and of course it's being led by jackass here. You know, Richard Spencer. This coming from
reminiscent of a Ku Klux Klan rally, demonstrators carrying torches demanded that a Confederate statue remain in a Charlottesville, Virginia park.
We are a
There's
people.
Your man.
We will not be replaced.
Tensions mounted earlier in the day over the statue.
Okay. I just stopped this here. I just wanted to pause for a second. Because Jason Black, I was on his Facebook page early before I did this video, so I meant to mention this. That I wanted to know what would this symbol meaning. Identity Evropa. So, you know, it's sort of like an upside down shaped pyramid, and it's got like a upside down triangle, 3 upside down triangles in it too. Very interesting symbol. So that's a white supremacist symbol y'all got to remind yourselves of when y'all see that, because I seen a lot of those flags flying too, and probably including the obvious loser flag, which the loyal white knights of the Ku Klux Klan be down in Mississippi. They've been flying. I just wanted to let y'all know that.
Of Civil War General Robert E. Lee. Supporters don't want it removed, saying they are trying to protect
Now
their
listen
white
to this
heritage.
cracker, what he said.
We're not white supremacists. We are simply just white people that love our heritage, our culture, European identity.
Richard Spencer, a controversial white nationalist.
Heritage, our culture,
Now see, now you say heritage and identity. You know, first thing first, I always say white is not a race, nor a nationality. They don't even have a heritage or a culture. You know, So the usual pale males, they're the biggest crybabies. And you looking at white frailty, what you looking at here, as Torian Rain had eloquently demonstrated, and that's what's going on right here, right now. Because they're losing their shit. They're losing their shit on a daily.
Richard Spencer, a controversial white nationalist, has been leading the fight to protect the Lee statue and
now
another.
Look carefully what
they say.
To be white is to be a striver.
As a supporter of President Donald Trump, he gained notoriety in a skirmish during the president's inauguration festivities.
It's Pepe's become kind of a symbol.
Take him down!
Remember when I told y'all? I say that shit was staged with Richard Spencer. Let's look at it again before I go back. Let's look at that again.
Pepe's become kind of a symbol.
Now look at this. I just want to show y'all something. Now, if I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna sucker punch you, I'm gonna make sure your jaw broke. He didn't even went full strength with that. That shit was staged. You can look at that.
Take him down!
The Virginia protest is the latest fight over Confederate monuments in the South. In New Orleans late last week, anti-monument protesters clashed with supporters over the removal of statues there. Flags and icons honoring the Confederacy have been a flashpoint in the South over the past few years. Critics call them insensitive to African Americans whose enslaved ancestors sparked the Civil War, while monument supporters call them symbols of America's history. City leaders in both Charlottesville and New Orleans say they stand by their decisions to remove the statues, saying they are out of touch with a new era. Diane Estabrook, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Yeah, so that there was like that. So I just wanted to go ahead and show y'all that though. Yeah, you can tell by my voice I'm still a little bit under the weather, but I had to go ahead and put this video out. I had no choice. I felt like it was big news. But I may do a part 2, a follow-up to this after I get a little bit more rest or whatever. A little bit more rest, a little bit more relaxation. But like I said, my Harud on the Pill on the Stamp video series is still ongoing. So I'm gonna do a 2-in-1 and a 3 or a 3-in-1 just to catch up and make up for the days and stuff. So let me know what y'all think about it. Also, go check out my other channel too, which is I'll put the link in the description for that one, so y'all can go to that one because I got to build that one up. But I want to continue to build this one because I'm really like nearly knocking on the door as far as getting real close to reaching 1,000 subs. And like I said, I really appreciate this. I really appreciate my subs, man, for people who want to come to my channel and subscribe and want to hear more from me and all that. Because one of my subs say my voice is great for storytelling. And to Donna Bell, that's one of my subs. Thank you for that compliment. I really appreciate it because I read everything my subs have to say. But as y'all know, as I stated earlier in the video, I'm still a little bit under the weather. I'm still kind of recovering slowly, so I got to give my body time for it to fully recuperate. From typical upset stomach, so on and so forth. So I just got to go ahead and relax and just drink a lot of H2O and stuff like that to replenish bodily fluids and stuff that I need. With that said, let me know what y'all think about in the comment section. If you got anything you want me to talk about or you want me to put on video, I'll post it to my email address or my Twitter page, or either I'm also on Black Spot as well as Black Junction, or do like like J-Dog do, hit me up via Facebook Messenger as well, because I don't be on Facebook that much, but I do get hit up on Facebook Messenger a lot. So with that said, I will be back with another video to follow up to this.